nom. It's time to eat some food.
You've been drinking today, haven't you?
Welcome back to another Flipping Tables. My name is Sean.
And I'm Tico.
And we are going to be playing The Big Pig Game today. This is a prototype for an upcoming Kickstarter campaign from Evan Gibbs. Evan Gibbs is the creator, and we interviewed him back for his Bunny Party at Maple Valley game. That's a bit of a tongue twister. But now he's got The Big Pig Game. And this was a fun game. This is a really great family game.
Yeah.
You know, really simple. Again, simple concept, cute characters, great for families with small kids. So let's take a look at the components. This is the setup for the Big Pig Game. And you are the pets. You are the animals in a house, and the humans have gone out and they've left you alone.
I don't know if these are all pets. These are...
Well, that's the description of the game. That
Really?
they're the animals in the house.
Okay, I want to just
So-
clear up. Okay, a hedgehog? Okay, maybe as
Sure,
a pet.
sure.
A cow as a pet? A pet cow?
A farm.
In your house?
In a farm.
In your house?
The
No.
humans have left.
Penguin?
Well,
I'm fairly
I mean,
certain that that's not allowed.
what if
Otherwise, I
you're-
would have two. A lumpy pig? Yes, okay.
okay, you can have a lumpy pig.
An elephant?
Well, maybe they're living in a zoo.
Okay.
Or a
And
circus.
a dog? That's ridiculous. Okay. Dog is believable.
Now, seriously, who would have
Okay.
a dog as
and,
a pet?
And a yeti?
Oh yeah, we've got a yeti and the big pig. This is the keynote character.
This is the
star
title,
of the show.
The title character, the Big Pig.
So everybody, as you can see, you take a character.
Yep.
This is you, and the object is you want to eat all the food in the house before the humans get back. And this car depicts the humans travel towards the home. So
Right.
every round they're going to move. So a 2-player game, they're going to go around the top. For a 4-player game, they're going to go straight through the middle. So there's only going to be 3 rounds for a 4-player game, and so on. This is a 3-player. This is a 1-player. So you could play this solo.
And as somebody with pets, that's the thing. Depending on how many pets you have, he's like, I better get home quick.
Quick.
You know, you have 4 pets at home.
Get home fast.
You're going straight home. You're not taking the scenic route.
That's right. And the object is to it is a co-op game. You're working together to clear this board of all the puzzle pieces. This is basically a puzzle piece. All of these pieces come off the board, and it costs this many. Each of these numbers is a hunger. You have to provide
You have to be that hungry.
You have to be that hungry to eat that piece of the food, and you have to clear this whole
and
thing
each character,
in order to win.
Yeah, each character starts with a base hunger. The Yeti is a base hunger of 3.
Base hunger of 3 right there.
The Big Pig.
Base hunger of 4.
Right, and you supplement that with action cards.
Action cards and item cards.
Right.
So this is kind of like a deck builder.
Yeah.
In a way, you can have items. Every character has an item limit that they can have. So the Big Pig can have 3 items. The Yeti can have 4 items. And you purchase these items. Well, not purchase, but you take them as an action.
Right.
On your card, there are 4 actions. Each character has their own different actions. Most of the characters, in fact, I think all of them have play a card.
The first 2, the play a card,
It's
are
play a card.
universal actions.
Right.
And then the bottom 2 are character specific.
Character specific. So you can either munch, which is to eat, or you're going to take an item or play a card. And you all start with actions in your hand. You're going to have actions such as encourage for +4. Or if you have pieces in your stack, after you've taken pieces off the board, you keep them.
Yeah.
You can then pay to upgrade an item card to encourage for 6. Encourage means you give that person, or you give that any player,
You make them extra hungry.
you make them extra hungry. You can do it, Tiku. You can eat that cake.
I could eat that cake.
I know. So that adds to your munch value.
Yeah.
You've got cards that allow you to munch. You've got choose any player. That player munch it. There are a lot of munches
There's
here
a
at
lot
the
of
top of the
munches.
deck. Choose one food piece from any food and remove it from play. There's also things like ravenous munch. So
Which
instead of keeping the piece,
it's destroyed.
it's destroyed.
Basically, imagine that your dog gets a hold of something you've dropped on the floor. That's a ravenous
That's
munch.
a ravenous
It's gone.
munch. It's garbage.
It's no longer, it's not being salvaged at any
Yeah.
point. You're not getting that back. So
That's
a regular
right.
munch, you're taking the pieces you've got,
And you
but you
keep
can use
them.
and you use them as currency for your boost.
Right. To
But
boost
if you
the items.
ravenous munch, they are gone. They are out of the game.
That's right.
delicious.
The item cards also give you extra items, like the chopsticks gives you +3 hunger when munching healthy food. So when you're taking care of this here oatmeal for breakfast, then you get a +3. Let's talk about this one says breakfast. There's actually 3 different meals. There's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, each with different meals on it. Sweet, savory, there's spicy for lunch and dinner.
Right, yes.
As well as they're harder. Like there's 12s up top, so it's a lot harder to finish.
You have to be a
the
lot
lunch and
hungrier
dinner
to get through.
Yeah.
Those
So
meals.
it's difficulty. So if you want an easy game, you start with breakfast. Medium difficulty is lunch, and then your hardest difficulty is dinner.
It's hardest one for me to get through is dinner.
And you get bonuses throughout the game. Like you get a sweet bonus once you complete all the sweet. Once you clear the sweet, you would get the sweet bonus, whatever it is, and there's random sweet bonuses.
Yep.
There's a savory bonus as well as a healthy bonus that are out on the table based on what is on the board that you're playing with.
I love the bad things though. The bad things, it's almost like that pandemic.
It is a pandemic deck. So there's a bad things deck, and you're going to get a new bad thing every round. So you're going to flip over a bad thing, and you're going to do what it says. It's a lasting effect, so it's a +1 cost to boost action. So we talked about boosting cards. If you have an action that can have a boost cost, for that round, it now costs
+1.
3
and that's
instead of 2.
For the entire round, and the rounds go until, what is it, 4 rounds?
It's until you've played all of your actions. That is a round. So you once you do an action, you take your little donut and you place it over top to show that you've done that action. Once every player has done their 4 actions, you move the car closer to home, and you go to the next round.
Right.
And so we've got lots of, like, the bad things in here. We've got other things such as each character has a -1 hand size. We've got each character has -3 hunger when munching savory foods. That could really go against some characters have a plus to savory food, so that negates your bonus. And there's a lot of things in. There's also instant bad things.
Yep.
Let's see if there's an instance. Each player discards their hand, so that's an instant. Happens right away.
And that one there can be, if you've sort of planned out for your next round, you're like, oh, I got some really good cards. It could be bad. And then you've got the very bad things too, which are...
Oh yeah, then there's very bad things that could happen.
Sort of
Each player places a snack token on their bottom left action, so you lose an action right away.
Right away, gone.
Yeah, it's the very bad things are just worse versions of the bad things.
Do you need to explain that? That's kind of
I think
in
it's
how
very
it says.
very bad to bad. Yeah, you're right, but people like things explained.
I suppose.
So, I mean, that's the big pig game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun, really fun co-op game. Just working together. Well, I can do this, or if you get a card that allows someone to munch, it's like, well, how much can you munch for right now?
Yeah.
You can munch for 8. I can munch for 7, so okay, you go ahead and munch because you want to clear the whole
balancing
board.
out too with the items and with the cards in hand. It's like, okay, I've got a bonus to sweet, and just having those conversations. So I'm going to take care of the sweet items.
Well, I take care of the healthy,
you can eat the healthy
savory
stuff.
Yeah,
and you're having that conversation and planning that out from round to round, turn to turn is really a neat way to do it. And I really enjoyed this. It was a fun game, great for younger kids.
It is a great game for young kids, especially those who like puzzles, because you have to put this together to begin with. That is the only negative thing I have to say about this game, Tico, is the setup. The setup for this is you've got all of these pieces in a bag, and there's separate pieces for lunch and dinner. So you have a packet of cards for lunch, and you have a packet for dinner because it's completely different foods with different values. And so basically, if you look at it, you've got 64 puzzle pieces that all part of the setup. You got to figure out where they all go in a very specific order.
Yeah,
it takes time.
It takes time to build.
It's time to build. And I don't know if everybody has the patience to do that. I would love to see even something like, instead of puzzle pieces, maybe just put a token that you've cleared it, and then take a token for yourself if it's not a ravenous munch.
Yeah.
Right? To me, that would still serve the purpose, of clearing the board, but just covering everything up instead.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about the whole setup of where do all these pieces go at the beginning of the game.
Or specifically cut out shapes like those wooden puzzles you had when you were a kid with the little red knobs on them. You just take them out, something like that.
Well, it's still a puzzle, then.
It's still a puzzle, but where it goes. I mean, I don't know when the last time you had a problem fitting one of those things in there. I mean, the crocodile sometimes was a pain because you'd get them in backwards.
You had problems with the crocodile?
Every once in a while.
I had problems with the square and couldn't get it in the circle slot. It just wouldn't fit.
Yeah. I can imagine that would happen. The circle fits in the square, though.
Yes, it does. Anyway, all joking aside, the Big Pig game is coming soon to Kickstarter, so definitely check that out if you have a family with young kids that would love this game. I think you would really enjoy it. Really fantastic family game. The Big Pig game by Evans Games. It's for 1 to 4 piggies. Takes about 40 minutes and ages 10 and up. So check that out. And thanks for coming by for this episode of Kicking Tables.
I could eat oatmeal. Donuts, definitely.
Well, you take the donut, I'll take the avocado toast. Will be good. We'll clear it before the humans get back.
And you put pancakes on either side, so you've got like a
How about a
donuts.
pancake with donuts on each side?
Sure. I'll eat that.
Okay.